Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. I'm in my office this time, unlike most of my videos are in my game room. But I wanted to go behind the scenes with you guys and just give you a little peek behind the curtain. Many of you know that I post a lot on social media, and maybe some of you think I post a little too much about my books or whatever. But I want to give you an idea of just how hard it is to get the word out. I did a sponsored ad on Facebook where I paid $20 to have an ad run for 10 days on Facebook. And I just want to tell you guys what kind of success I had with this ad or lack thereof. So just really behind the scenes stuff. Now, very briefly, I've had success with Facebook sponsored ads before. It did very well when I was kickstarting the NES Omnibus. It really helped the book get noticed on Kickstarter, and it helped drive up sales on Kickstarter, donations on Kickstarter, if you will. So, and I've also noticed, places that do events like retro gaming conventions or retro gaming arcades that have tournaments or whatever, sponsored ads are great for those. They really help get the word out. But I ran, the NES Omnibus has been out for a month or so now, and I did a sponsored ad. And what I did was, that way it's just not people that already know about the book seeing it over and over again. It's not just, my Facebook friends or my Twitter followers or Instagram or anything like that. This was a sponsored ad on Facebook, outreach to new customers. And so I'll just give you some behind the scenes on how it did and if I got my $20 worth. So, $20 spent over 10 days. It had a reach of 3,384 people, post engagement of 412, post reactions 386. Now that's just people that engaged with the ad, who saw the ad. The reach was 3,384, so that's how many people got to see the ad. And then the others are how many people liked it or interacted with it somehow. Or but tellingly, there were only 17 link clicks. I posted a link where you can buy the NES Omnibus direct from me, signed copies. And there were only 17 clicks on the link to the sales site. And this was frustrating because I read up on, how to do a good post, how to do a good sponsored post where you would reach the most people, get the most clicks, and the demographic you want and everything. And I'll tell you what I did. So they said to do a short little, you don't want to go on and on with your text talking about your item because people are going to lose interest very briefly. I just said my new book, the NES Omnibus Volume 1, is now available. U.S. residents can order signed copies direct from me here, and I supplied the link. And then I just did some bullet points. Gorgeous hardcover book, 350 plus games described and reviewed, every original U.S. release from A to L, history and nostalgic stories, quotes from vintage magazines, and on and on and on. Forward by the Goldberg's creator, Adam F. Goldberg. I say on and on, but it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 9 bullet points with a short paragraph before that with a link in between those. Should be real easy, and I had the cover, really nice cover there. And you would think this would be a pretty decent ad because I ran it for customers from 30 to 60. If I had to do it again, I might do from 25 to 55. But regardless, 30 to 60, that's, I'm 53 and I got my NES in 87 and have fond memories of it. So I'd probably do 25 to 55 if I had it to do over again. But that's a, decent range there. A lot of older readers and things that are interested in video game history. And I did males, 30 to 60, and the people who match interests, video games. And I targeted certain cities, 2 cities that matched both reading cities, cities that have, a lot of readers, and cities that are very gamer friendly, that have a lot of arcades or that are just, have development houses and that kind of thing. So I thought this is perfect. A good demographic here, interest in video games, cities like Los Angeles, San Jose, Ann Arbor, Michigan, St. Louis, Missouri, New York, Columbus, Ohio. When I do the Gaming Con in Columbus, Ohio, Korgs, man, I sell a ton of books there. Austin, Texas, same way. Great. Austin's a great gamer and reading town, as is Seattle, which I did. So I targeted all these cities, and I got 0 sales based on this ad. Now, it raised some awareness, so overall to my brand or to my books or whatever. So that's kind of hard to quantify. And I thought, surely I'll sell one book. And it's a $50 book, and if I sold one book, that would definitely pay for the $20 I spent on there. I'm like, surely I'll sell one book, and even if I just sell one book or 2 books or whatever, it'll be worth it, because it expands brand awareness and that kind of thing, and exposure to my books, and I get new likes, more people following my page. So there is something to that, just the tangential benefits of running this Facebook post. But just from a pure financial point, immediately, it was kind of a waste of money. So I just want to let you guys know. And again, I've had successful Facebook posts before that worked out really well, and I was very happy about those. But for whatever reason, if the people that this reached had already bought the book, or maybe they hopped over to Amazon and buy a copy, and that's possible, or maybe they bought a copy from Schiffer, the publisher, but I specifically linked to buy signed copies from me, and I targeted cities, the appropriate cities, fairly good demographic, people interested in video games, and it just didn't work out. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video or not. I was like, why would I want to advertise a failure? But, if you're trying to sell something, or if you've written a book and you want to boost it, to try to get, try it. $20 is no big deal. That's, half a tank of gas or whatever. So I'm glad I did it just to kind of see what it would do, but I am disappointed in the outcome. Now, when I kickstart Volume 2, I will definitely use a Facebook post, because it worked great for that. And I might use it for something else sometime, but in this case, it didn't do a thing. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you have any advice for doing a Facebook sponsored post, or if you've ever done one of these before, and let me know what your experience was with that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this behind the scenes thing. I like to, peek behind the curtain as often as possible. I like to have you guys, just kind of get an insight on, the struggle is real. As a creator, any kind of content creator, you're always trying to spread awareness, but you really hate to spam too much. And hopefully I toe the line between, I try to post fun stuff on social media too that doesn't have anything to do with my work, but just, as far as trying to sell you stuff, but just some fun pop culture stuff. So I hope you will follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I will put links in the description to those, and to my Patreon, where you get more behind the scenes stuff. Lots of peek behind the curtains, if you will. Stuff like this, works in progress, articles you won't see anywhere else, advanced articles, exclusive videos, and all that kind of stuff. I will put a link in the description to my Patreon. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking this video, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. I will talk to you guys later.